Wise Persian Proverbs and Sayings. Being tricky, untruthful won't get you to your goal. Do not use words that are too big for your mouth. Excessive praise is like an insult. Forgiveness hides a pleasure that you can't get back from revenge. If a woman chose another man, it means you were her second choice. History is a mirror of the past and a lesson for the present. If you tell the truth too early, you are laughed at too late and you are stoned. Life is like perpetual drunkenness. The pleasure passes, but the headache remains. A tear at the right moment is better than a misplaced smile. Never open a door that you can't lock again. Power comes to those that are wise. Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. A liar should have a good memory. Patient men win the day. When a lion is old, he becomes the plaything of jackals. Fear not he who makes a lot of fuss, fear he who keeps to himself. Who is in fault suspects everybody. A thief is a king until he is caught. Work is twice done by the man in a hurry. The fool's excuse is bigger than the mistake he made. A mirror does not reflect a broken heart. The night hides a world, but reveals a universe. When there are two cooks, the soup will be either too salty or tasteless. Walls have mice and mice have ears. The loveliest faces are to be seen by moonlight, when one sees half with the eye and half with the fancy. Take care, lest your tongue should cut off your head. Guilty people are always on guard, looking over their shoulder. Don't despise pepper because it is so small. Eat and see how pungent it is. When the snake is old, the frog will tease him. A bad event had a good sequel. The mud that you throw will fall on your own head. Think thoroughly before you act. Be careful who you choose to be your friend. Do not cut down the tree that gives you shade. The half-wit spoke, and the brainless believed. Use your enemy's hand to catch a snake. A fight in the beginning is better than peace in the end. Go over the details before you agree to something. Know your limits and adapt to the situation. The branch that bears the most fruit bends itself thankfully towards the ground. You only appreciate your father the day you become a father yourself. The best mode of instruction is to practice while we preach. Who has not had a taste longs to do so, but for whom has tasted, then the longing is 100 times more. You can close the city gates, but you can't close the people's mouths. Sometimes the body becomes healthy by being very sick. The lover who gives you her body, but not her heart, is generous with thornless roses. Don't do too many things at the same time. The wise man that does not put his knowledge into practice is like a bee that gives no honey. A rolling stone gathers no moss. The sky is the same color wherever you go. A person is trying to benefit from being close to opposing parties. The eyes can do 1,000 things that the fingers can't. A good year is apparent from the spring. To sin in secret is more pleasant than having pleasure in the open. Be nice to people on your way up, because you might meet them on your way down. There is no need for fish in an empty pond. One spark is enough to burn 100 worlds. Trust in God, but tie your camel tight. Every man is the smith of his own fortune. A mountain never meets a mountain, but a man meets a man. Where the camel is sold for a cent, the ass is worthless. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. A bad wound heals, but a bad word doesn't. A beggar will always be a beggar, even if they give him the whole world as a gift. Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. Coquettish woman is like a shadow as you chase her. She runs away, and if you run away, she chases after you. A real grave is not in the ground, but in men's hearts. A drowning man is not bothered by rain. A leopard cannot change its spots. Putting lipstick on a pig doesn't make it a lady. Do not be critical of what has been given to you for free. A man can pose as a wise when searching for wisdom, but if he believes to find it is a fool. Who sows barley cannot reap wheat. A snake can change its skin, but not its disposition. Do not let the cat watch over the bacon. An arrow can be pulled out of a wound, but a hurtful word stays forever in your heart. Appearances can be deceptive,